There we go. Well, let's see. Yeah, I guess that works. There we go. Hello and welcome, whoever's here. We might have some noise today, guys, because we've got some leaf blowers in the area. I do apologize for that. We'll make the best of it. And here we've got some rain. The rain showing up on camera here. No, the rain is not showing up on camera. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It might help if I put the camera straight. There we go. Can you guys hear the rain? Yay, rain! I don't have the leaves to protect me from the rain anymore. Addison, hey, good to see you. What's the weather like up in Canada today? Kage, good to see you. No worries, no worries. Happy nappy, Kage. You got snow? Oh, I'm so jealous. Russ, good to see you. Russ says, hi, Molly. The Michigander, good to see you. Creator provides if the dude abides. Hey, hey, Twisted, good to see you. How are you? Russ says, no leaf blowers now. Yep, they're still in the area, so we may hear them, but hopefully obviously they didn't finish here because there's lots of leaves, but Edison says I can send a pic from my window real quick. Oh, that would be cool. I'd appreciate that. Edison says, hey, Twisty. Jeff, hey, good to see you. Russ says, nice and peaceful. Can you guys hear the rain if I shut up? Jeff says, I'm surprised you don't have snow on the ground. I did a few days ago, or about a week ago, I think it was. Today it's too warm. It's almost 60 degrees today. Bisay, hey, good to see you. Says morning neighbor, sprinkled a minute here. Yeah, we're actually getting real rain here. Russ says yes. Mark Lester, hello and welcome. He says, nice place. Thank you, I appreciate it. I love the rain. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain over the leaf blowers. Can you guys hear the rain? Oh, nice, Addison. I can only see it as like a thumbnail, but that's nice. Jeff says, I can hear the rain. Awesome. Michigander says, yes. Russ says, don't forget the like button as you come in, guys. Spread this wonderful woman far and wide. Thank you. Appreciate you, Russ. Wow, it's weird. The clouds don't look thick enough to produce rain. I hope that's not just a bunch of squirrel pee. Michigander says it's about to start here for an hour or so. Oh, so I'm not that far from you, so it may be raining for an hour here. Summer, hey gummy girl, says, hey gummy girl, I hear the rain. Awesome. Michigander's laughing. Addison's laughing. Michigander says, Reed City. Oh, that's right. I was thinking you were in Grand Rapids for some reason. You are further away from me than I... Why did I think that... Oh, because of the 616 makes me think Grand Rapids. Summer says, how are you, Molly? I am wet, Summer. It's raining! Yay, rain! Mark Lester says, love the trees. I'm in Phoenix, no real trees in the wild, and rain is rare. I grew up in California, so I remember trees growing in cement. Dr. Hook, hello, haven't seen you in a while. Says, hello, I haven't been here in a couple of months. It's still raining, I see. No, actually, we haven't had rain in quite a while. Michigander says, I'm from Grand Rapids. Oh, you're from Grand Rapids? Summer says it's 54 and sunny here. It's almost 60 here. Summer says, yay, rain. That's right, we love rain. Dean, hey, good to see you. Mom Dog, 50 more subs. Let's go. Am I really 50 away from 500? Am I really? Thank you, Dean. Bisay says, Molly, did you ever visit the Gilmore Museum? I did a live there last weekend. No, I haven't. I've been to a lot of I've been to every single one of the Lansing museums. And actually, I need to get out and go to some of these museums too. Summer says, hey everyone. Twisted says 78 degrees here. Nice. Although 60 is perfect for me. I'm happy and comfortable. As long as I can read the chat through the raindrops, I'm happy. Susanna, hey, good to see you. Susanna says, hey everyone. Bisay says Grand Rapids. Dr. Hook says 62 here. That's a good temperature for me too. Dean says yes. Susanna is waving. Summer says it's going to be 60 here. And it looks like the rain has stopped. Or at least slowed way down. You guys want to see how many bare trees we have this week? I'll take you, oops, close up of my finger. That ought to bring in the views. Even this one's getting bare. Kind of looks like a claw, like a giant claw sticking out of the ground. And then we got, oh, of course it's going to start raining again when I point my phone at the sky. And over here, all these guys are bare. And I'm going to put you guys back in your holder at an angle so that I can read the chat. There we go. Bisay says, Gilmore Car Museum down by Kalamazoo. Pretty good. Pretty cool. Hundreds of cars. Oh yeah, I've been to all of the Lansing. The Lansing car museums. My ex-husband worked for GM. He was a factory worker. And boy, did he complain. Jory Love Food Reviews, hello and welcome, says, hey chat. Russ says, have you got your nuts out, Mall? I do not. Mary says, hello, is it okay if they hear you in my live? Yeah, of course, Mary. Absolutely. Russ says, hi everybody. Hi Mary. Ben, hey, good to see you. Says, hey Molly, lovely. Have nuts will travel, says Mary. Oh, I didn't put the corn out either. Oh, perfect placement. See, I made that shot perfect because I spent all money. I spent all morning watching Russ do bin cam. So it was good training. It was mental training. Russ says, hey, Ben. Ben says, hi, Russ, mate. Summer says, Mary, hey, gummy girl. Russ says, how's that? I can talk. Russ says, how's June, Ben? Summer says, BGN, hi. And just so you guys know, BGN Aquariums is Russ. Russ says, that will not improve your skills, small. Well, it did. I mean, it went exactly where I wanted it to go and exactly where it needs to go. It couldn't have been more perfectly placed if I got up and set it over there. Ben says, sitting, relaxing, just lit the wood burner. Oh, I love those. Those are so quaint. It's getting pretty cold up there, over there, across the pond. It's getting pretty cold over there, isn't it? Russ says, hi, Summer. Mary says, I'm going to start driving again, so I will not be able to chat. You guys are so lucky. Aw, love you, Mary. And yay, I get to take a drink. Russ says, nice, I read that wrong at first, Ben. I thought June was lit. Ben says, yeah, been raining heavy, but there's a chill in the air. Dr. Hook says, I'm going to start chatting again, so I won't be able to drive. Or you're going to be, that's probably reversed, right? You're going to be driving, so you won't be able to chat. Appreciate you. Appreciate you greatly. Here they come back again. Ben's laughing at Russ. Dr. Hook says, hi, Ben. Shabby stuff. Chatty blogger. Hey, hello and welcome. Says, it's raining here, Mom. Where are you again? Dr. Hook says, no, I'd rather chat. Aw, oh, you're so sweet. I appreciate you. Ben says, hi, Doc. Toronto, Canada. Ooh, do you have snow? Can you guys still hear me? Or is it getting too loud? Yeah, they're coming back. Yeah, usually they do this on a Wednesday. I don't know why they decided to do it on a Saturday. Unless they're backed up with leaves or something. Because I know they don't do just our condos. Dr. Hook says, what? And Chatty Blogger says, we did have snow already. November 7th was our first real snowfall this year. Summer says, love you, Mary. Is that too loud, you guys? I mean, should we give it some time, or... We may have to end this live stream due to noise if you guys can't hear me. Dr. Hook says, hello to everyone I haven't met yet. Mary says, I just ended my live so we can focus on you. Oh, you're so sweet, Mary. You're just so sweet. I love you to death, Mary. Chatty Blogger says, right now it's 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Dr. Hook says, Mary is my middle name. Oh, that's cool. What a small world. Ben says, sound fine, lovely. Thank you, Ben. Mary says, no, it's not. Okay, cool. Dr. Hook says, Mary just unalived herself? What? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want that on my channel. I'm sorry, but well, I'm not sorry, but I'm gonna have to delete that just because that's not really appropriate. Mary says, we hear extremely loud and clear. In the background is a very light noise. It's louder for you than us. Okay. If I'm yelling too loud, please let me know, because I can barely hear myself. Chatty says, love you, Mary Giggs. Dre Sweet One says, hi, Mom Dog. Hey, Dre Sweet One. California Ford. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Says, hey, Mom Dog. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you. Dre Sweet One says, nice to see you. Night, love you. Dr. Hook says, Ben. Dr. Hook says, it's what she said. That's what she said. Russ says, don't worry, Mall, it's not too loud. Okay, good deal. If it gets too loud, please let me know. California Ford says, it's raining here and no thunderstorm, which is a total ripoff. Yeah, it's always better when it's a thunderstorm, but I'll take rain. I'll take any kind of rain. Dre Sweet says, Shelly, California Ford, are you Shelly? Dre Sweet says, love you, Mama Dog. Love you too. Ben says, yes, Doc. California Ford says, doing well, Mom Dog. Just doing chores and running errands. And just done putting in job applications. Oh, good for you. And good luck to you. I hope you find something that you really like. Chatty McBlogger says, I need to rest up. Got an online interview show later, Mom. Oh, nice. Nice. I wish you all the best with that. Russ says, they didn't blow them leaves near you. Poor workmanship. No, they were. They were blowing them from underneath the deck while I'm sitting on the deck. It was interesting. Chatty McBlogger says, thank you. Cocktails Coins says, are the squirrels sleeping? They are probably hibernating. I'm sure they're not going to come around while the leaf blowers are around. Unfortunately. Normally they do this on Wednesdays. I don't know why they're doing it on a Saturday. California Ford says, thank you, Mom Dog, because I will do a few stuff before I take a nap because I do work tonight. Oh, wow. You've got your plate full. Chatty Blogger says, take care and God bless everyone here. Take you too, Chatty McBlogger. Sorry, Chatty Blogger. Dre Sweet One says, how are, Mom Dog? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I hope you are as well. Dr. Hook says, Mary said, I just ended my life. Oh, okay. I automatically, she does talk to text because she drives. And so I automatically correct in my head her talk to text. And so I actually didn't even catch that until you said something. Dre Sweet One says, I'm going to support your channel now. Oh, I appreciate you. That's very sweet of you, Dre Sweet One. California Ford says, God bless everyone, and may each day be a great day for y'all. Thank you, California Ford. Or you're Shelly, right? Are you Shelly, California Ford? And did you answer and I got sidetracked. I apologize. The leaf blowers are somewhat distracting. Dre Sweet One says, on your shorts. Oh, appreciate you. I appreciate you. California, excuse me, sorry. California Ford says, I have a son and dog to care for, so I understand. Aw. Kids and dogs are the best. All my kids are grown. Kelly, hey, good to see you. Kelly says hi. How are you, Kelly? California Ford says, Doc, Hook, they rewrite it, buddy. Raspberry, hey, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute. How are you? Says, hi, Molly, just dropping a like. I appreciate you. I hope you're well, my friend. Summer says, hey, Shelly, good to see you. California Ford says, I am not Shelly, whoever she is. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Who is Shelly? Oh, Dre Sweet One is Shelly. Okay, okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you guys for clearing that up. I appreciate you guys. Dre Sweet One says, aw. Dre Sweet One says, Summer, hello, nice to see you. California Ford says, I live in Southern California. That's where I grew up. Would you happen, I know California is a huge state. Would you happen to know Fountain Valley? That's the city I grew up in. Have you ever heard of Fountain Valley? I'm sure you've heard of Santa Ana in Orange County. But have you heard of Fountain Valley? Shelly says, Miss Kelly, hi, love. Cleaner999 says, hi, Molly. I'm so sorry, we're on @names. Cleaner, are you D? Raspberry says, not doing too good. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Raspberry says, sending love. I'm sending love and hugs and healing wishes back to you, Raspberry. California Ford says, drop a like for Mom Dog. Appreciate you. Oh, wow, 18 likes already. Wow, you guys rock. Shelly says, I am Shelly. California Ford says, you're welcome. Mary's Gig says, cats. Shelly says, is that my channel's name? Is Goals for You. Okay, Goals for You. Okay, now I know. Now I remember. Now I know who you are. I'm sorry about the @names. I have not figured out how to get rid of them yet. Summer says, good to see you, Shelly. And Shelly says, and that's how you know me, Mom Dog. Appreciate you guys. I am Callie Ford. Nice to meet all the cool people here. Oh, your name is Callie? That is so cool. Summer said, I was coming to your chat, Mary. Shirley says, same, Summer. California Ford says, Fountain Valley is lovely. Yeah, that's where Miles Square Park, I used to play there. I used to live within walking distance to Miles Square Park, just a couple of blocks. Just me doing YouTube. Hello, Mom Dog. I'm so sorry, we're on @names, and I know I know you, but I'm not sure what your channel name is. I apologize. California Ford says, Orange County is beautiful and clean. It is. It's gorgeous there. I was really lucky to grow up there and live so close to the beach and not too far from the mountains. Just me doing YouTube says, hello, Miss Ford. Shelley says, hi, Just. California Ford says, oh, goodness, the sun just hit me. Sorry, guys. California Ford says, Mary Giggs, hi. And always looking forward to seeing you. Stuart, welcome, sir. Mary's giving hearts. Cleaner 99999 says, yes, it's me. Oh, you are D. Okay. Hey, D, good to see you. Thanks for coming. Just Me Doing YouTube says, hey, Mary. California Ford says, I was listening to country music when I saw you go live, and YouTube and the @ next to our names. Just Me Doing YouTube says, just doing YouTube. Okay. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? California Ford says, I miss living in San Fernando Valley, and my @ name is the same as my channel. Yeah. Yeah. Mine is too, just because, well, to be completely transparent, I'm just not that creative. And Mom Dog's kind of been my name since forever. Just Me says, hello, Dre Sweet. Good here, thank you. I feel like I missed some chat. Am I missing chat, guys? Please let me know if I am. California Ford says YouTube has upgraded their system and is why they added @ next to our names for some reason. I have not the slightest idea. No. Oh, you're waiting for the mailman? Dre Sweet One is Shelly, and Shelly is a friend that I know from other channels. Shelly's cool, Ben. Callie says, YouTube is like rat, take things away. Yeah, I know, I can't stand the @ names. I mean, even though my channel name is the same as my @ name, it's just annoying to have that @ there. Ben says, okay. Said hi on my channel, all good, lovely. Okay, good deal. Mary says, driving so high. You probably shouldn't drive high, Mary. I know what you meant. I had to tease you there. I love you, Mary. California Ford says, Mom Dog, you have a great yard, and the reason why they are doing yard work on a Saturday is because Thanksgiving is come. Ah, good call. I forgot about that. It's like my least favorite holiday, so I always forget it. Like, Mary had to remind me to update my logo because I totally forgot. Actually, Mary had to remind me more than once. To be fair. Mary says, if you have an IQ over 7, you know to have your name be the same as your channel name so people can find you. Callie says, Mary Giggs, be careful. Mary has her opinions. Mary is very, very strong in her opinions. Mary says it doesn't make any sense to have them be different. Phil, hey, Phil, Radio Dude. Wait a minute, Radio Dude 1. All right, is that you, Phil? Says my IQ is under 7. Kind of sounds like you, but Is that really you, Phil? Callie says, I want to get high, LOL. It is legal. Yeah, it is in California. Lucy girl, hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, love you, Lucy girl. Kelly says they want to make their money now and not wait until Wednesday. Yeah, that makes sense. I was saying that Mary Giggs needed to drive carefully, so sorry for the confusion. Oh, no worries. No worries. It's not hard to confuse me. And sometimes it's hilarious. So it's all good. Mary says, if the air is on there and you like someone, you can subscribe to them without being blue. Oh, if the @ is on there and you like someone, you can subscribe to them without being blue. Yeah, true, but still. I mean, I get it, but I don't like it. I'm going to be one of those old crotchety people. Mary says, I'm going to go to this grocery store because there is nothing going on out here. It's too early. It's 1. It's too early, really? Lucy girl says, good to see you too, Mom Dog. I love you too. Aw, thank you, Lucy. Mary said, I did correct it. Like, you know how to fix it, Mary? Because we need to talk. Dylan says, hey-o. Hey, Dylan. Good to see ya. California Ford says, I do not care about the holidays, but I am saving money to get my son Christmas gift early. That's cool. That's cool, yeah. I remember saving. Well, of course, my kids are grown, but I remember saving to get just as much as I possibly could for them. And every year I would try and have a bigger and bigger pile of presents for them. Yeah, it was financially stupid. Lucy Girl says, hey, Mary's Gigs. California Ford says 11:02 a.m. here in Southern California. Mary says, I'm 64 years old. I can say whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, and I don't have to be careful. I love that. I have to pen that because that is Mary in a nutshell. If I can figure out how to do it, if I can remember how to do it. There we are. That, guys, is Mary in a nutshell. And if you're not subscribed to her, please check her out. She is something else. She's an amazing woman who takes a lot of crap and keeps going. Kelly says, 2 years, he will be 18, and so I will gift him with cash on Christmas Eve. Oh, wow. It's so sad when they grow up, isn't it? I trumped through hell to earn that right, said Mary. You did. Layla B, hey, how are you? How have you been? Layla B says, hey, Mom Dog. Mary. Callie says, 64. Damn, Mary Giggs, you're young and I am only 51, LOL. Hey, I'm 52, or I'm 53. I was about to say I'm 52, but I forgot on the 4th I turned 53. I'm old enough that sometimes I have to do the math. I'm like, what year is it? Anybody feel me? California Ford says, Mary Giggs is my inner voice that says, I don't give a fuck. Mary says, I'm 64 years old. I can say whatever the... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading the pinned message. That's why I don't typically pin messages, because it confuses me with the sun in my eyes. Callie says, I'm old enough not to give a rat's ass about people's opinion. I don't think you should really care, no matter what age you are. I mean, if somebody doesn't like you or somebody has a problem with you, that's kind of their problem. Mary said, yes, it's 78 and it's sunny and I'm in Florida, 6 miles from one of the best beaches in the world. Russ says, I got my age wrong today. That's right, you did. But you got it wrong in the other way. You said you were older than you were. Ed, hey, good to see you. Hey Ed, how are you? Thank you for coming. Ed says, hey Malls, Russ, Will, hey, thank you so much for coming. 1 second, there we go. Good to see you, Will. Sue, hey Sue, I haven't seen you in a while, honey. How are you? Callie says 64 degrees and rain and cold. Oh, I loved that weather. I love that weather. That's perfect for me. Sue saying hi to Mary. Hi Ed, says Russ. Callie said at our age, we'd love to come. Okay. Hi Will, says Russ. Will says, lovely autumn colors. Thank you. I didn't create them or anything like that. I just live here, but thank you. Exactly, Molly. Someone's opinion about me is not my business. Exactly. That's a very good point, Summer. Very good point, Summer. Ed says, Russ, I'll do a photo shoot with my cup and hat when they deliver. Cool. Good. Thank you for doing that, Ed. Will says, hey, Russ. Hey, Sue. Good to see you, says Summer. Sue says, doing good. Lots of birds and squirrels here today. Videos will post tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Because of the leaf blowers, we're not going to have any today. I put food out for them anyway. Sue saying hi to Summer. Will says, or lovely fall colors. Either way, fall, autumn. Same thing. It's all good. Callie says, give me snow, but do not eat the yellow because it's not lemonade. Right on. Sue saying hi to Red. Rhodey, hey, good to see you. Rhodey says, good afternoon, Molly. Sue saying hi to California. Ed says, hey, Sue. Good afternoon, all, says Rhodey. Sue saying hi to Rhodey. Thanks, Ed, says Russ. Be yourself, and if nobody is not paying your bills, they have no room to talk, says Callie. I agree. I agree. Sue saying hi to Will. Callie says, Sue, you're welcome. Sue says, those trees are beautiful. Thank you. I don't know why I keep saying that, like like I planted them or watered them or did anything to care for them myself. We got a little more color over here. Russ says, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. Just some are full of shit. I've never heard it quite put that way before. That's still crooked. That's still crooked. There we go. People's attention span is the size of a pea. Can't see it because their brains are hollow, says Callie. LOL, Russ, says Ben. Nice one, Russ, says Callie. Sue says, slowly getting more planes in the sky after all of the TSA mess. Oh, I bet. That must be fun. Sue says, hi, Ben. Hi, Sue, says Ben. All airports here is getting back to normal since the shutdown is over, says Callie. Callie, can you see, where you live, can you see Saddleback Mountain? Or is there too much smog? Daisy, hey, good to see you. How are you, my friend? Daisy says, Mom Dog, woohoo. Daisy saying hi and giving love. Everyone say hi to Miss Daisy. Sue says hi to Daisy. Daisy's giving love. Sanal, hey, good to see you. Sanal says, me and Miss Daisy are all over the place today. Hello, Mom Dog. Good to see you. Sue, hey, says Daisy. Kelly says, hi, Kelly. Kelly says, Saddleback Mountain. No, I can't because I'm in Los Angeles County. Oh, yeah. I remember being able to see Saddleback Mountain sometimes, depending on the smog. I could see it on my way to school. Sue says hi to Sanal. Daisy says hi to Kelly. Russ says hi, Daisy. YouTube sucks, says Phil. Why does YouTube suck? I mean, on some levels I agree with you, but why, Phil? Daisy is saying hi. Daisy Flower, welcome to the stream, says Callie. Sanal is saying hi to Sue. Daisy says Sanal hi. LOL, LOL, LOL. Just me says hey, Sue. Hello again, Miss Daisy May, says Sanal. Daisy says hi, California. Hey, Daisy May, says just me. Hi, just doing, says Miss Daisy May. Just one Sue says hi to just me. Sanal says I'm trying to catch up on lives since I'm off work. I know it. That's Saturday's my YouTube day. That's all I do is YouTube. Kelly says I'm one town away from the San Gabriel Mountains and the fires ruined it because the mountain has leveled down. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's a shame. I've been there. I've been there. So when I was a kid, so I know that area. Daisy May says, hey, Sanal. California says, Miss Daisy, great to meet you. Miss Daisy May says, Mary is here too, woohoo. Phil says, the app keeps freezing and it won't go into PIP mode. Miss Daisy May, Phil, what's up? The whole gang is here, says Sanal. Can you guys still hear me? We get around, Sanal, LOL, says Miss Daisy. Sanal says, Radio Dude, try uninstalling and reinstalled. Sanal says, Miss Daisy May, very true. Callie says, so I will not be surprised if we get some snow. What, says Phil? Callie says, yes, we can hear you. Russ says, yes, all good, Mal. Appreciate you guys, because, oh my God, I can barely hear myself. Radio Dude, just update the app, says Callie. Can hear you, Molly, but not as good as before, says Daisy. Appreciate you guys letting me know. Sanal says, Radio Dude, it happens to me too. my God, they're getting close. You guys are going to start seeing leaves blowing here in a minute. If you guys can still hear me, you'll start seeing leaves blowing. Kelly says, YouTube messed up on everyone's channel, including mine, Radio Dude. Kelly said, yes, I can hear ya. What's the girth on that wood tree mall? It's pretty girthy. It's pretty girthy. It's the thickest, which is why it's my favorite. Twisted says, California Ford. Kelly says, blow the leaves, let us see. Summer says, opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, and everyone thinks everyone else's stinks. Yep, that's true. I haven't heard it like that either. Sanal says, I can hear you, but barely. California Ford says, Twisted, hey lovely, how are you doing? Woohoo, summer is here, how are you? California said, wet girth and thick. Well, now I'm awake. My thick, girthy wood, yeah. And look how long it is. Look at that wood. Would you look at that? And that's about as far as I can go without breaking the arm on this thing. Twisted says, I've known Callie for like 3 years or something. Just funny to see her here. Aw. Summer says, hey Sanal, I'm okay. How are you? Summer says, Daisy, hi. Russ is laughing. Radio Dude says, I uninstalled the update and that fixed it. Wow. Beautiful, says Bulldog. Hey Bulldog, how are ya? California Ford says, Twisted, it is raining and I have this day off before I head to work tonight. Aw, I hope you like it. Well, I hope you enjoy the rain even though it's not a thunderstorm. Summer says, Sanal, good to see you. Sanal says, bad opinion are like bowling pins. They get pinned down by a bowling ball. Sanal, that was hilarious because it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Russ says, long and girth, lucky lady. Yes, I'm lucky, aren't I? I'm lucky. Callie says, whoa, nice wood. I am so pay attention. One time I tried to say opinion and it came out as onions. Says Sanal. Going to be 4 years since I know Twisted, says Callie. Wow. Wow, congrats. Summer says, Sanal onions. Terry, hey, good to see you. Terry says, boobs. Yes, boobs. Boobs are good. Everybody can appreciate a nice pair of boobs. Sanal says, autocorrect is something else. Isn't it though? Kelly says, Summer, welcome. Sanal says, Summer, the bark of the autocorrect. Terry says, Summer, the battle. Actually, I should have got that one. I apologize. So, Terry says, Sanal. Sanal says, Terry, good to see you. Molly, will you unmod me so I stand out? Okay, if you want to be unmodded, I can always remod you if you want. There we go. Kelly says, autocorrect these nuts. Ford, says Terry. Sanal's laughing. Terry says, Phil. LOL, Callie says twisted. Boobs, yes, I have them, and it keeps a man calm, says Callie. Oh, they're good for lots of things, aren't they? Callie, Summer says, Terry C. California says, LOL, twisted, yepers. Terry says, you go, Ford. Sanal says, we all need to chuckle over bad jokes once in a while. Absolutely. Optima, hello. Thank you so much for coming. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Terry says, boobs will keep me busy for hours. I bet, Uncle Terry. Sanal says, Optimo. Optimo says, hello, everyone. Terry says, Tim. Callie says, Terry, hey, buddy. Hi, Sanal, says Timo. Hi, Terry C, says Timo. Just me, says, hey, Timo. Hey. Hey, Timo, I think that was supposed to be. Callie says, haha, as I should. Russ said, boobs are great for stress relief. Sadly, attached to the most stressful thing known to a man. Sadly, yes. Timo says, lots of greetings from Switzerland. Thank you, appreciate you. Sanal says, Stuart, hello. Phil says, I look terrible in blue. I don't know, I thought you looked pretty good in blue, Phil. Timo says, hi, just me doing YouTube, Stuart. Right, BGN, says Terry. Sanal, my brother, says just me. Timo says, Stuart. Twisted says, I love the pinned comment. Yeah. Isn't that Mary in a nutshell? Radio dude, you don't, says Sanal. Kelly says, men do not behave, they will get a boob smacked. Well, I don't know, you gotta be kind of careful with that. That could be painful for both parties. Timo says, yes, at Mary's Gigs is very outspoken. We love that. We do. We love Mary for that. Terry says, Mary is quite the masterpiece. We love Mary, we do. Russ says, that sounds good, Callie. Terry C says, I'm not behaving. I need my boob smack. Well, when do you behave, Terry? Russ says, I'm misbehaving in future. Can you guys hear the leaf blower? Optimum, hi, says Summer. Russ. Can't you tell the blowers to just leave now? Now, says Terry. Timo says, hello, Summer. Timo says we have 7:30 p.m. and it has stopped raining, so I do a walk with our backs. Nice. I hope you have a good walk. Timo says, thank you. Wish you all a nice day. Take care. You too, Timo. Timo, you take care. Thank you so much for coming. You have a great evening. Lots of greetings, says Timo. See you, Timo, says Russ. Callie says, I just stepped outside and it is raining, so get here and get it because we need sun. Yeah, send it over here. Catman, hey, good to see you. Catman says, hey, Mom Dog. Timo says, see you all. You have a great night, Timo. Can you guys hear me better if I talk closer to the phone like this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let it blow, let it blow. It's the time of the season to hoe, LOL, says Callie. Catman says, hope you've been well. Are the little chipmunks hiding today? They are, Catman, because the leaf blowers are out. And so it's making a really loud noise. So loud that the people with the blowers have ear protection. And you probably, let me... Oh, it's getting a little quieter. That was nice. Nice little break. Anyway, I can hear you, says Catman. Appreciate you. Kelly says, we can hear you. Appreciate you. Where did Mary go? She was just live. She ended her live so that people could come to my live. Isn't she the sweetest, Terry? Isn't she just the best? Callie says, Mom Dog, we have squirrels that love to be in front of the camera, and they love Starbucks. Starbucks? For real? There's some blowing action for you guys. With the machinery these guys have, they could suck the leaves right off the rest of the leaves right off of the tree. Callie says, no lie, Mama Dog. I have videos on my channel where squirrels cuss me out if I didn't bring the Starbucks. Spoiled rodents. Russ says, woohoo, blowing action. I had a squirrel when I lived in Lansing. I had a squirrel. I used to grow strawberries in my backyard, and I had a squirrel that decided that was their patch of strawberries and would yell at me when I would go to harvest them. He would come almost right up to me and just chatter away as loud as he could. It was really hilarious. Pissed my dog right off. Blowing action and sucking off the wood. Okay, I am listening, says Callie. You never know what you're gonna get on my live stream. Good night, Timo, says Mary. I think they're just about done. I found out that squirrels eat pumpkin, apples, watermelon during the summer months, and they love a bird bath for their pool, says Callie. I should get a bird bath. I should get a bird bath for these guys. I really should. It's fall, y'all. Callie says, wow, they sure are blowing hard. I like that. Twisted says, Callie, LMAO. You never know how my live's gonna go. You just never know. At the beginning of the live, it was raining, and now the sun is practically blinding me. Oh, check it out. We got, I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Check out that green moss. Isn't that pretty? Just that little bit of moss peeking out of there. Callie says, hey, did I tell you to stop blowing? Callie says, Twisted, I did not tell them to stop blowing, LOL. Terry says, hey, Callie, should we know something? Catman's laughing.
Do you want us to leave this here? Because I don't know when we'll get back to get it, because we're about wrapped up.
Yeah, leave it, because I do this every Saturday at this time. Hey, Callie, should we know? Oh, I already read that. Catman says, LOL. Kelly says, dude, now blow or no payment. Twisted says, Kelly is like this all the time, LOL. I usually act up too, but I still behave around here. Kelly says, Terry, LOL. I can totally rake this later. I mean, it's only that much, which it's closer than it looks. Kelly says, Terry, LOL. Catman says, not sure what I walked into. You just never know. You just never know. You never know here. Started raining, now we got all kinds of sun. Terry says, Molly, why does Callie like a blowjob? I'm confused. Well, think about it, Terry. Kelly says, I'm still lurking. I'm sick. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But I'm keeping your channel on in support. Thank you so much, Kelly. You're the sweetest. I sure hope you feel better. Sending love and hugs and wedding wishes? Healing wishes? I don't know where that came from. Kelly says, Twisted, y'all do not want me to do stand-up comic because I will really let it blow. LOL. Thanks, says Kelly. Oh, no, I mean it, honey. I mean it. Wow. Can you guys see how blue that sky is back there? It looks kind of gray on camera, doesn't it? Summer says, get well soon, Kelly. Love, hugs, and prayers. Callie says, Terry, the hose here will blow you for a price. Catman says, so those landscapers are professional blowers. Yes, they are. Callie says, Kelly, feel better and sad that we all get sick when the weather changes. Kelly says, thanks. Callie says, pro blowers coming to a town near you. Okay, I got my veggies. I vacuumed the car and rearranged everything. In the dashboard is... Damn, Mary, that's a lot. Callie says, that is cool, Mary. Catman says, hey, Mary. Summer says, awesome, Mary. Kelly says, there's something going around. My daughter works at the hospital. She lots of ER people, sees lots of ER people with this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hate it when stuff goes. Yeah, well, yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? But still, I'm sorry to hear that. Mary says, behave, what's that? It's not a word in your vocabulary, sweetie. Don't worry about it. Mary, I went looking for you and you vanished, says Terry. I know, she came here, she stopped her live so that people would come to my live. I mean, is there a better friend than that? Kelly says, wait, they are done blowing. Rip off, get back here and finish blowing. No, I'll do it myself if anybody complains. Because, I mean, we pay good money to be able to enjoy the space. And I've done these lives at this time, well, except for that one day I was an hour later. I've done this since April, I think was my first live. April, or like end of April, early May. So, I mean, I have a standing appointment. And typically they do this on Wednesday, so I was planning on them doing this on Wednesday. Twisted said, yesterday my hub said he was going to take something outside and clean it with the hose. My 18-year-old son said, wow, Dad, leave the hose alone. So proud of that kid, said Twisted. Callie says, I know, because I got to be careful around people because they sneeze and do not clean their nasty hands. That's true. That's true. People, common sense just isn't common these days, is it? Callie said, Twisted, your kids are my inspiration. But my son is talking about Snow Bunny's girls his age. Wow. How old is he? You probably told me before and I probably am blanking. Terry said, who is going to complain? Paul Bunyan? Callie says, gardeners do have other clients, is why they swung by you today and not Wednesday. Yeah, I get that they do have other clients. Kelly said the boy is 16 and he thinks he is slick. Whatever Chat said I have the dashboard decorated. I'm hyper, says Mary. Kelly says, I nominate Mary Giggs dashboard for president. Tatai, hey Tatai, says hello, hello everyone. Good to see you. Terry C. Terry C. Terry C. says, watch out, Mary is horny. Dang autocorrect, hyper. Callie says hyper is why I try to keep my clothes on. Terry, we know what is on your mind. Mary says, Uncle live after my friend is finished with, I'll go live after my friend is finished with hers. You're so sweet, Mary. Russ says, hey Tatai. Tatai says, haha Mary, I thought I was older. Did I read that right? I thought I was older. Rhodey says, hi Mary. Terry says, it was the dang autocorrect, not me. Sure, Terry. Sure. Callie says, free shower for the bums here. Not funny. How they don't want to wash themselves in the rain is as if the rain will melt them anyway. Well, where would they wash themselves, though? Where would they, I mean, if they're homeless, how would they, you know what I mean? How would they, where would they go to wash themselves? Callie says, I bet Terry and autocorrect is giving you a blow, lol. Russ says, I wonder how many times autocorrect has got people in trouble. Yeah, I don't, yeah, that's a good question. Terry says, I'm allergic to water. Tatai says, yes, I will be 62 next month. Oh, you thought, oh, okay, I get it now. You thought you were older than Mary. Okay. Now it makes sense. Now I'm up to speed. Callie says, outside, since they love to bum and they wash themselves with their clothes on, so add soap and no need to go commando. Wow. I don't think I could do that. Callie says, y'all is so young. How old are you, Cal? Oh, I mean, if you don't mind, if you feel like sharing. I'm 53. I remembered, I'm 53. Mary says, you might be older than me because I'm very immature, only child syndrome, says Mary. Callie says, they do what they must. I am 51, says Callie. Oh, so you're our age. Russ says, I'm 52. Yes, I got it right. Did you have to do the math though, Russ, or did you get it right off? Callie says, Mary Giggs, my son is the only child. Oh, so he's going to have only child syndrome. Twisted says 49. Oh, so you're about our age as well. Terry says, heck, I feel young compared to you all. How old are you, Terry? Russ says, counted on my fingers and toes. That's funny, Russ, because on stream you totally don't look like you have 52 fingers and toes. Callie said BGN is 69. You're not that young, says Mary. Oh, I get it, 69. Haha. Edison can still use his fingers and toes if he has all of them, says Mary. I know it. Edison's just like a baby. Russ says, that's the best age, Callie. Yeah. Mary says, that was good, Mom. Terry says 60. Callie says, we do not age as long as we live our lives and laugh and smile and just taking care of ourselves. Exactly. Exactly. They say you're only as young as you feel. And that's why it's really important to take care of your mind. I bet BGN, says Callie. Russ says 69 sucks. Mary says, take care of my mind. What? Rhodey says, I feel 60, but I'm 61. Well, hey, that's still good. Terry says, you all know what the White House smells like? Depends. Ha ha ha. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Kelly says, I walk a lot and I have a mountain bike that I will get it fixed because I rode it before the tire blew. Oh man, that's the worst. I hate it when that happens. Because you don't think of bikes as being that high maintenance, do you? And it turns out they are. Terry says, I'm screwed. My mind is my problem. I don't know, Terry. You seem awful young. I mean, like you have that feeling of a young person. I think you're all good. Sadman, hey, good to see you. Sadman says, hello, Molly. Good to see you live. So good to see you, Sadman. How have you been, my friend? Russ says, hi, Sadman. Mary says, I feel healthier now than I did when I was in my 60s. My 40s. Kelly says, my mind is always stuck on sunny days and endless vacation mode. Nice, nice. That's a good way to stay young. Phil says, I feel 50, but I'm dead on the inside. Oh, poor Phil. Can we get Phil some love in the chat? Can everybody just give Phil just a little bit of love, just so he feels a little bit better? Sad Man says, I'm good, thanks. How was your week, Molly? My week was actually pretty up and down. Thank you for asking. But you know what? I came out of it okay. So that's the important thing. How was your week, Sad Man? Sad Man, welcome to the jungle, says Callie. Mary, you are hilarious, says Sad Man. Mary says, Terry and I are kindred spirits on the main thing. Was that man thing or main thing? Did I autocorrect you needlessly? Callie says, Radio Dude, just eat ice cream with apple pie and you will feel better, bro. I don't know, ice cream's good, but I could do without the apple pie. I'm not a big fan. Never been a pie fan. Also, and a lot of people find this shocking about me, I don't really care for chocolate. I have to be in the mood for chocolate. Phil, remember you're awesome, says Russ. That's right, you are awesome, Phil. Thank you, Russ. Mary says, boobs. Russ says, boobs. Yes, that makes Phil feel better too. We send you boobs, Phil. Sad Man says, my week was good. I'm so glad to hear it. I'm so glad to hear it, Sad Man. Callie says, too late, bro. Here's a big hug, Radio Dude, and do not run from me. Who wants a boob slapped? Mary's giving hearts. Sad Man says, you're great, Phil. We love you, Phil, says Mary. There, Phil. We do love you, and we all care about you. Do you feel better now, Phil? Mind thing, says Mary. Apple pie, pumpkin pie, cherry pie. Actually, cherry pie is not too bad, but it's kind of like chocolate. I have to be in the mood. Caramel, said Mary. Yeah, now you're talking my language. Freaking love caramel. Caramel's my language. Sad Man's giving hearts to Phil. Thank you, Sad Man. We love you, Phil. Have we driven you off, Phil? Are you still here? We sent all the boobs to Phil for 25 minutes. Do what you want, says Mary. There you go. There you go, Phil. Kelly says, do not let age or retirement stop you from living your best life, and it is okay to be lazy once in a while. That's very true. That's very true. Kelly says, I offered to boob smack him, but no response, LOL. He might be driving. He's not, is that crooked again? There we go. Yeah, he might be driving because he doesn't stay in one place for all that long. Russ says, I feel like being lazy once for a long while. Yeah, you really have earned it, and you really should do that. I mean, you don't have to tell me on here, but if you're not too busy tomorrow, You could schedule some lazy time, Russ. Callie says people who are working like freelancers and employees, it is okay for all of us to be lazy too. Yeah, yeah. People who work really hard during the week, I hear ya. I hear ya. Sad Man says, nice to see the autumn leaves today in your yard. Yeah, funny story about that. I might have to rake them up myself. How will we know, Crooked? You are in the woods. Oh, yeah. No, but it kind of looked like my phone was crooked. And some of these trees are crooked, so that doesn't help. Callie says, I've been lazy for a few days due to night work. Russ says, gonna try and do a video tomorrow, but I do love doing them. Well, as long as you love doing them, then do it as long as you find it relaxing, because Monday comes up quick. Zed, hey, good to see you. How are you, Zed? Callie says, for Thanksgiving, I am going to eat and sleep and be lazy. Terry says, I'm a truck driver. I work 14 hours every day. Yeah, you're long haul, Terry. Mary will be right back. Don't you have to do a 30 is it 32 or 34 hour reset every so many days, Terry? Terry says, I despise night work. I hear ya. I used to have to work at night and I hated it. It's horrible. Callie said, Zed, welcome to the relaxing Sunday shows. Terry says, Zed! Mary said, there's a lot of crooked trees and things out there. Yeah. And then there's that one that kind of does the kind of funky wiggle movement. Well, I mean, it's not moving, but it looks like it's trying to do some kind of dance. Kelly says, Terry, much respect to you and all truck drivers that most people take for granted. Absolutely. And my misstep for not saying that earlier. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you. Appreciate what you do. And please keep safe out there. Terry said, I've got a crooked, never mind. You're not alone, Terry. I think everybody does. Well, I mean, I don't, but, you know. Kelly, appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate you. Zed says, hi to Terry and Callie. Callie says, Terry, whatever pays the bills is why I'm going to change jobs. Yeah, I hear ya. I hear ya. I hope you find something that you like, though. It's always good when you make decent money and the work is okay. Or at least you find the work rewarding, fulfilling. Terry says, 34-hour reset after you work 70 hours. I'm resetting now. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha, it was 70 hours. That's what it was. Kelly says, you are welcome, everyone. Kelly says, when your yard has so many wood and can't decide which wood you want. Teehee. And Terry says Molly has boobs and crooked, never mind. No, I said I don't have crooked. Well, I guess technically that one and that one and that one are crooked. And then there's the bridge, which is really crooked. So yeah, you caught me. You caught me. I do have crooked wood. But I also have very straight wood. And very thick wood. Very luxurious, mossy wood. Oh, take a look at that wood, guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that wood. Isn't that amazing? Just kidding. But yeah, that is like the straightest tree. Until it gets up to the top there, and then it curves it curves into that claw thing. Kelly said, I saw a new commercials and the baby bottle nipples look exactly like real woman boobs, and Gerber made it. Really? I'm not surprised. Terry says, where can I buy one, Kelly? We do not discriminate for the wood. That's true. That's true. We love all wood, don't we, Kelly? All wood is good wood. Terry says, buy at the stores, ew. Terry, buy at the stores, ew, says Callie. Terry said, Molly is going to hump that wood, lol. Wouldn't you like to see that, Terry? Russ says, nice wood, girth, length, and crooked. Basically your standard wood. Callie says, yes, because they did not cover up the nibbles, and I cannot believe that little kids will see it. Oh yeah, that's true. They hang those things right in the stores too, don't they? Right in the grocery stores. Kelly said, wood girth, length, I ain't complaining as long as the wood is doing its job. I am satisfied 100%, right? I agree. I don't know if I'm gonna try and let you guys see how blue the sky is without blinding you with the sun. There we go. Can you guys see how pretty blue that sky is? I don't know, it looks kind of grayish on screen to me. Russ is laughing. Kelly says, "Bwah! Y'all men act, women don't get excited over wood." Yeah, that's such a double standard too. I mean, it's okay if they get excited over boobs, but if we get excited over wood, then it's inappropriate. Well, we like wood, damn it. Said, I'm going to go play with Oh, Zed. TMI, dude. TMI. That's Zed for you. Said barnwood. I have to pull out nails. That was cute. That was really cute. I like that. Terry says, Kelly, you all can take it or leave it. Meanwhile, I have a problem. LOL. Russ says, I like women that get excited over wood. That's why I like showing off mine as much as I can. Hang on a second, guys. My asthma's. Be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Alrighty. Kelly says, I nominate Wood for president, right? Yes, Wood for president. Kelly says, Terry, sorry about the problem, but Wood Live matters. Wood Lives matter. Wood Live matters? LOL. Something to that effect. Russ says, sorry, Ma, didn't want to cause an attack. No, it's all good. They were blowing leaves and pollen and stuff on me, and of course the gasoline fumes and stuff like that, and my lungs were just like, screw you. Nobody caused it, well, except for them. Kelly said, whoa. He said, wood. He. Super wood to keep most women quiet, says Callie. Man, that sun, is that sun blinding you guys? Certainly blinding me. Russ says, my wood is supposed to leave you breathless after, not before. Russ, your wood is stunning, to be fair. You have, especially, I am still jealous of the wood in the cardinal tank. That was a really lucky find. I'm jealous. Kelly says, hickory wood smells good. Yes, it does. Hickory wood is awesome. Know it good, said Russ. California says, you men act like you don't measure your wood. They do. And lie to us about what 4 inches is. Twisted says, I love the smell of mesquite. Oh, mesquite is good too. Terry said, my wood is 1 inch long but 50 inches wide. Wow, I would have that looked at if I were you. Russ says, thank you. I do get great wood. You do. You really do. Kelly says, mesquite wood has a very nice smell, including apple wood. Apple wood's okay. There, can you guys it's starting to show on camera how blue the sky is. Can you see it? Russ says, some wood doesn't smell great. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Especially if you've got stuff growing on it, it might not smell so great. Callie says, dang, Carrie, no comment. Zed says, wow, what did I come into? You just never know. You just never know around here. Callie says, I love hardwood floors because it doesn't trigger my allergies and easy to clean up. Oh, really? You've got wood, some wood triggers allergies? I didn't know that. Callie says, Zed, welcome to Wood Talk. When we talk about your wood or any wood. That's true. Russ says, Wood Talk, now it's getting blue. Oh, the sky. Okay. I'm Terry said, I can't reach bottom, but I can tear up the sides. Yeah. Still, I would have that looked at. Zed said, 38 years of carpentry, I know my wood. Are you really? Are you really? Do you like build shelves and stuff, or do you do like carvings, or what kind of carpentry do you do? Russ says, remember when Dido sang about her tea being stone cold? Turns out her oven was broke. No clue what you're talking about there, Russ. No clue. Sorry. Michigander said, no rain yet here. Yeah, we've got some pretty strong sun here. Maddie! Hey, Maddie! Much love to you and your family. Thank you so much for coming. I know you're so busy. Thank you so much. Everybody give Maddie some love in the chat, please. He is so busy with his new Jordy. Sorry guys, the sun is like right in my eyes and I'm really having a hard time seeing here. Bear with me a minute. Oh yes, please go behind the clouds. Bring back the rain. Kelly says wood here in California is not cheap, but fake wood lower the price for property and homeowner. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Done it all, from building entire houses, restoring historical furniture, anything to do with wood. Wow, Zed. That's amazing. Russ says, sorry, it must have been a British song. You'll have to tell me about it. Because, yeah, it sounds funny. 0791. Hello? Who do I know you as? Sorry, we're on @names and I have no idea. I know you, but your icon looks familiar, but I am so sorry. I have no idea who you are right now. If you would do me a kindness and let me know, I'd appreciate you. Maddie says, Russ, hi buddy. Terry says, you are a talented Zed. I admire you folks that can build houses and such, right? If you can build a house, that's, I mean, you're pretty much safe for life. No Mercy, welcome to Wood Talk, says Callie. Yeah, we're talking about wood in all its forms. Eminem used it in Stan, says Russ. California High, says Maddie. Mary says back. Maddie's here, Mary. Troll Slayer, thank you so much. Good to see you, Troll Slayer. Did you get that transmission done? Or are you still working on it? Mary says, love and happiness and joy to you and your family, Maddie Daddy. Zed says, started in 1986, building houses in Lake Tahoe, California. Wow. Wow, you must be fairly wealthy out there in California. Terry says, Maddie. Zed says, Mary, with hugs. Troll Slayer says, hello, Mary. California Ford says, so many vintage houses here that hopefully they will be torn down to build an ugly apartment. Really? Or they will not be, hopefully they will not be torn down to build an ugly apartment. Yeah, I hope they don't either. I mean, I've seen some of the vintage, I've seen some of the Victorian houses out there in Southern California when I was growing up. Oh my God, it would be a crime to rip those down. Hello, Zed, says Troll Slayer. Maddie says, Mary, with love. Callie says, no mercy, likewise. Terry, hi, buddy, says Maddie. Frills, hi, says Zed. Maddie says, Zed, hi. Callie says, Troll Slayer is 0791. Yep. Troll Slayer says, I am driving again. Gotcha. Please be safe. Zed says, oh, hey, Troll. California Ford says, on the road again is the song in my head. On the road again. Da, 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 something, something, something. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Don't worry, I won't quit my day job. Maddie says, Troll Slayer buddy. Zed says, nah, I live in Tennessee. Kelly says, really, I am hours away from Lake Tahoe. Oh, wow. Troll Slayer says, hello, California Ford. Kylie says, Troll Slayer, great to see you. Troll Slayer says, no frills. Hello, no frills. Callie says, Victorian houses are here and a lot of people have vintage cars and craftsman homes. Yeah, I know, because you guys don't have to worry about salt on your cars, so stuff stays nicer longer out there. We got humidity in the summer and salt in the winter. Terry says, you live in Tennessee, Zed? Callie says, Troll Slayer, hi. Zed says, yes, between Chattanooga and Nashville. Hope everyone has a great weekend, says Maddie. Maddie, we hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you're able to get some rest, and much love to you and your family. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you. Oh, it's getting quiet. I wonder if we'll see some animals here in the last few minutes, in the last 10 minutes of the live stream. Nature Dog, hey, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming. Hello, Mom Dog and all, says Nature Dog. Terry says, look up St. James Court in Louisville, Kentucky. I used to live in one of those gorgeous homes. Wow. Ours were on the historical registry. Can't touch those houses. Wow, that's amazing. Maddie says, much love right back, Molly. Jordy asleep, just had his bottle. Aww. I miss that. I'm so envious of you sometimes, Maddie. I mean, I don't miss having to get up in the middle of the night or the changing of the diapers, but the rest of it, I really miss. Maddie says, or actually, where was I? Zed says, semi-retired. Do a little bit of this and that now. Now pour aluminum down fire ant hills, dig them up, and make art sculptures. Oh, that would be sweet. Do you have pictures of that on your channel, Zed? Because I would love to see that. Or you could post that on my Discord if you'd like. If anybody here who's on my Discord, if you could please post the link, I would really appreciate you. If not, no worries. I'll post it on this live afterwards. Maddie says, Nature Dog with love. Zed said, Realms, hi. Troll Slayer says, hello, Nature Dog. Nature Dog says, good to see you. Maddie said, that's awesome, Zed. No frills, Zed. Troll Slayer, hello, says Nature Dog. Nature Dog says, Marianne, hello. Uh-oh, who's Marianne? Zed says, LOL, yeah. Need to update my playlist. Yeah. Yeah, you do. We need to see those pictures. Nature says, Merry Gigs, this phone stinks. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay. I was reading that, Russ. Maddie says, sub Zeds. Appreciate you, Maddie. Appreciate you. Maddie, you're a rock star. I don't know how you find time to do everything that you do. Maddie's my age, guys. And he does more in a day than I could dream about doing. Oh, my Discord. Thank you so much, Russ. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Twisted said, I've seen his work. It's very cool. Oh, you have? Have you, yeah, post it on my Discord, please. Art Lady, hello, says Nature Dog. Wow, that sun is bright. Maddie says, I'm gritting next week at nights, getting a cold snap, long hours prevail. Oh, Sorry to hear that, Maddie. Russ says, was posting your Discord but pressed send before I pasted it. Oh, okay. I was actually more teasing you, Russ. It wasn't that big of a deal. People retract messages all the time. I figured they have a reason. Maddie says, oh, money to earn. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Holy dog snot. 40 likes. Thank you guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Wow. Jack. Hey. Hey, Mr. or Sir Jack, I should say. How are you? Jack says, hello, Brother Maddie. Jack brother, says Maddie. Good, thank you, says Jack. Good deal. Glad to hear it. I'm going to go ahead and unpin this because, there we go. Because it just keeps confusing me and I keep wanting to read it again. And we've only got about 4 minutes left anyway. Jack says, Molly, I hope you're well. I am well. Thank you so much, Jack. You missed all the drama earlier with the leaf blowers. Maddie says, have to hop off, Molly. I'm sorry, I'm going live. Nope, I know you are, and I will see you there as soon as I get inside here. And you have a great live, and thank you so much for stopping by, Maddie. Appreciate you. Jack is laughing. Zed says, had to check out No Frills. Perfect. Is that Maddie's link? Celeste, hello and welcome. Says, hello there, greetings from Argentina. Well, hello back from America. Hello and welcome. Maddie says, thank you, Molly, much love back. Please give my love to Chloe and the family too, please. Jack says, later, Molly. See you, Jack. That's it. Zed says, tying flies is artwork in itself. It is, and if you guys haven't watched Maddie tie flies, it is hypnotic, and it's just fun to watch, really. Honestly, I'm not just saying this because I, for a while, never watched it. I only watched his aquarium streams because I thought it would be boring. Totally not boring. I promise it's totally not boring. Just check one out. Also, the banter that goes on in there is amazing and sometimes absolutely hilarious. And if you haven't heard Chloe's laugh, you're in for a treat. So please check out Maddie. No Frills, No Mercy. There we go. Now the sun finally goes behind the clouds and we're ending the live here. That's funny. Alrighty. Well, I want to thank absolutely everyone for coming in. Oh my gosh, 43 likes. Wow, you guys are just amazing and spoiling me. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of you. Each and every one of you, please go forth. Have a great weekend. And please, be kind. Be kind to others. Be kind to yourself. Zed says, people have great talents. I couldn't sing or dance to save my life, but I can play with my wood like no one else. I bet. Zed says, bye, Jack. I will see you next weekend. Until then, everyone keep safe, and I love you all.